Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. In the last episode, we finished sorting out all of the copper. We started tidying that up along with setting up all of these constructors, making us plates and rods. The production for these is going very well. I've cleared out quite a bit of it because I need to make myself some reinforced iron plate. And it's always good to just have a supply on you. It's a very handy thing. I want to get this obstacle clearing thing finished because I need to do, again, another biomass run. I want to be sure that I've got enough stuff to get... Oh, I can't put stuff in because I'm waiting for the pod to come back. So let's grab some cable. Gonna need that. Get a little bit more personal supply. We need 250 wire. That shouldn't be a problem. It should be done by now. Yeah. I had 250 on me anyway. I'm going to grab whatever concrete is available. It's not much, but there's some. Okay. We got about a minute before the pod returns. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my space elevator. I'm considering going about building that today. So what I'm going to do, if I go to special and hover over the space elevator, I can click the little plus next to it. And that will give me a little to-do list of materials that I need to collect upon my person that will then allow me to build the space elevator. I'm thinking I might put it up there. I might have like a nice big dedicated platform for it up on that little plateau. There's a couple of iron deposits up there as well. So I'm going to want to consider building around those. And then I need to start figuring out where I want to put the rest of my factory. Because I've got a lot of space to work with. I've got a lot of things that are in the way. But I've got space to work with. Hey, the pod's back. Awesome. Let's go and chuck this stuff in and then we can go and build ourselves a chainsaw. I do need to get myself just some biomass to be able to get the bloody thing to run. Or biofuel, sorry. Okay. That's all the stuff needed. Let's send off the pod. Again. We can pick another milestone. Is there anything else I want to make right now? Or anything else I want to set as a milestone? Ooh, overclock could be good. We've already got all the materials needed for that. But, where's my equipment workshop? There it is. I need to make sure that I have... What do I need for you? I need more reinforced plate and more screws. Okie doke. Oh, here we go. There it is. Nice. Okay, this thing does need biofuel in order to function, but the amount of materials we can gather just for making biofuel with this thing is going to be ridiculous, because not only can we tear down like these little trees that are just kind of in the way. Oh, come on, let me select you. There we go. But... you see like those big trees all sitting up there. We can go and tear those down as well. So, let's... I tell you what. I'm going to go and clear away foliage and stuff from around the area where I want to build my space elevator. Let's do that. Let's just put leaves and stuff up here as well. Loads of stuff. Yeah, those deposits sitting over there are iron. So they're going to be something that we can make use of. Which is going to be grand. Let's just get rid of all of that. Yeah, that big tree's gone as well. Nice. I'm just going to run around until I either run out of inventory space or my chainsaw runs out of fuel. Whichever comes first. Ah, my chainsaw ran out. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I've managed to pick up enough stuff. Alright, let's go and turn all this into biofuel. This is going to take ages. Oh god, I've got so much stuff. I've been sitting at this craft bench for so long, hammering away that my craft button has just disappeared. It's just gone. Okay. I've crafted nearly 1,500 biofuel. It's not going to be enough to fully load all of these machines, but I'll be able to get most of them running. Oh, actually... yeah, the power dropped off and died while I was doing that because I'm assuming some of these machines or some of these burners ran out of fuel. Yeah. But I have enough to fully top up all of them, I reckon. Maybe even have enough to keep a little left over for me. Yep, I got over a stack left. Okay. Boom. Power's back on. And that's not including the burners that are on the hub. They're not actually hooked up at the moment. I do have some iron ore though, so I'm going to drop as much of you as I can into these machines, into the miners. Try and just offload some of this stuff. I also need to do something with this last miner. I'm thinking I might add another few, another couple of smelters, actually. That could be something for later, maybe. I will put them in, just for now. So they're in place and they're ready to go. We will have to shift the belts about a little bit just to accommodate them, but that's not really a problem. What I want to be doing is a little more foundation work, but I want to get myself a nice platform up there. And that's going to take a lot of resources. Oh, hello. We've got some more trees down here that I can be getting rid of. Hello, Mother Nature. How are you today? Get out. So what my kind of plan is I'm going to build a little bit more of a platform or a foundation extension out this way. And then we're going to start heading towards this little ridge. But we'll ramp up towards it and then we'll build a platform there so that it's all properly connected to the rest of the factory. I want to, like, even if I go about building outposts, I want to put little foundation tiles along on the way to wherever I go to build something, so that I can have everything on, not necessarily all on the same orientation, well, it would be on the same orientation, but I want to build everything on the same grid pattern, and eventually, potentially, just combine it all, just to turn it all into one solid mass. Sort of like in Factorio when you go about concreting and paving the world with concrete and stone bricks and all that sort of stuff. I'd love to do that here as well, so I think I might want some slightly larger foundations to go up from here, if I can get them to show up at all. Yeah, we'll start from about here, I reckon. We'll have some smaller foundations here, and we can just get ourselves a nice little ramp going up this way. I don't know, is this a little too high? I'm not sure. It certainly looks impressive from up here. Nah, it's fine. We'll build off this. I want to be able to hide all of the rocks. It's the important part. I might move the hub up here as well, actually. Because I started a new game a few days ago that has been... like, my drop zone was like a little over that way, and this is where I set up my base. And... like, similar to how I've got things laid out here, but not quite going as far over that way, but I've got a lot of my kind of early production and stuff all happening down here. And I've got my space elevator and my hub up on this side. So that could be... it'd be nice to mirror that, because it's a good way, it's a good layout that I've got going there so far. But now I need more concrete. Of course I do. Yeah. Like this. This is going to be good. How many slugs do I have? I've only got the one at the moment. Right, I've researched the overclock production. So I've just taken the green power slug that I had sitting in my box. I've turned it into a power shard. Or turned the crystals on the slug into the power shard, not the slug itself. But I can drop that down here. This is where you can play around with the clock speed. Now, without the shards... You can slow down, or you can adjust this anything under 100%. But for every one of these that I put in, I can up that to 150, which is good. So 45 per minute. That's great. That's not enough to overburden the belts, but this needs 45 per minute. So that running at 150% speed, or 150% efficiency, is pretty much perfect. That one machine can just be working constantly. It doesn't have to take any breaks. Right, I'm going to get rid of these bits. Repurpose this foundation for now. Because I want to build the platform. I want to focus on the platform that I have up here to start with. Oh, where did that go? This is one thing that's really kind of awkward sometimes. Is my aim will be slightly off and I'll accidentally build a foundation underground. And I can never... I can't get it back from there. Because my deconstruction tool won't register it. But yeah, this is going to look a little bit weird. But it will be fine. So yeah, we just got this hovering platform here at the moment. But what I'm likely to do will be build walls around things. Because they'll just snap to the sides. And we can really turn this into like a little, you know, outpost on top of the hill or something. Certainly looks a little bit weird from down here. We might want to fill in the gaps. Yeah, just a thought. Right, we're going to be waiting on concrete quite a lot, so I'm going to get the rest of this stuff done as far as the milestones go. And I might try and get some screw production up and running. That could be good to do. Or actually, I might boost the rest of the iron. And then we can properly section off the rods and iron plate, and then we can get some dedicated screw production as well. Ooh, that's a plan. Yeah, because we're going to be waiting for a lot of concrete in order to get this stuff ready. There's another tree in the middle of the floor. Get rid of it. Get it out. Go. Bloody weeds. They're everywhere. Thought I saw another one. I'll chop them all down. Right, let's put all these miners on standby. And they can just run their supplies down for a bit. I'll sort out all of the other input belts. And the power supplies and stuff for all of this. While all of those belts are running down. Okay, I've got all the input belts sorted. For the most part. All the miners are currently off, and I've disconnected this bit of belt just because some of the additional ore I chucked into that miner. I'm trying to let these empty out of all the ingots first so that I can rearrange the output belts. And we're nearly at that point, so that's good. Oh. Ugh. It's just loads of sitting around and waiting. But I've been getting some of the additional milestones finished as well. We've got all of the tier 1 stuff finished. I think we've just got a couple left on tier 2. We've got walkways and the colour gun, which lets us repaint stuff, which is pretty fun. Yeah, we currently got walkways selected, so let's just dump some stuff in for that. I haven't got the reinforced plate, but we'll get around to that later. I'm not too concerned about rushing for that right now. Okay, let's reconnect the power. Plunk. And reconnect this little bit of belt. And there we go. We've now got 3 miners, all outputting full belts. That's going to feed 6 smelters. Ooh, I didn't put these in. But that should be all of them hooked up. I haven't finished connecting the belts all the way back down because I have a feeling once I start organising things up there and I move the hub and the equipment workshop, things are likely to change again. But it's nice to see that these belts are all outputting here. It's going to be making sure that all of the smelters are going to be functioning. It's the big thing. Looks like the ore is all going into the right spots, so pretty sure I got this right. Yeah, we got iron coming out the far one. Just these middle ones took a while to start gearing into action. Which is weird. I suppose that miner's got the shortest route, even though it's going to the ones at the back, but I don't know. Right, okay. Smelters are now back in operation, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not too fussed on keeping all of these machines functioning right now, because we've got a decent supply of plates and rods. Yeah, we're not wanting, certainly not wanting for plates in the slightest. I'll see how the concrete production's going, see how much I can slap down up on our new platform, and might not be getting quite as much done as I'd like. Oh, I don't know, actually, this is kind of coming together nicely. Yeah, I'm going to need a lookout tower up here so I can see things a little bit better. Yeah, we'll just slap you up here, I suppose. I'm still massively out of concrete. I need 500 to make the space elevator, but... Let's have a look at the size of... Oh, yeah, it is fucking huge. This spot might be good for it. Oh, it's still so bloody wide. You're fucking wide, boy, ain't you? It's because of the belts that can be input and all that stuff. And I kind of want to make sure that I can still access these. I mean, they're not as good as the mineral or the iron deposits we've got down there. These output, or these are less pure, so they output less. Both of these will do the equivalent of 1 down there. So with a Mark 1 miner, 2, like, they'll only... Like, these two will only put out 30 a minute each, as opposed to 60 that one of those ones will do. Which is less than fantastic, but... Okay. Yep, down. Good. Okay, I need more limestone. I think I know where to find some. Yeah, there's some there. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna head over this way. There's a limestone deposit just up here. I need more concrete. Is it just the one deposit up here? Yes, I think so. And again, that will get me 30 per minute. But if I go and find another... I need to go and find myself another slug, I think. I also need to... get all... like, weave all of the... limestone from here. Okay, it's too long. Right, there we go. Will that work? That works. Oh, that moon looks awesome rising up over that hill. I'm gonna have to run up there at some point, see if I can see what's out the other side. Okay. You drag a power line out this way. Can't afford. Ah, oh, damn it, I'm missing cable. I've just been over by the cable, for crying out loud. Boop. Okay. You are now powered. Believe. Oh, hello, Flap Flap. God, look at that other moon. Or is that a planet? I don't know what. That's definitely a moon. But, jeez, look at you. Alright. More limestone. Again, yeah, 30 a minute. It's not fantastic. I'll have to go looking for some power slugs. But we can just ride this belt all the way back through the base. It goes up and over everything. But it just kind of weaves its way up and over. And just around everything. Like, whoop. And whoop. And it just makes its way all the way back here. I've got another constructor that's going to be making concrete for us. And that's merging into here before it goes into the storage container. So we're getting there. It's slowly happening. What I'm thinking I might do would be build this out on this side a bit more. Again, this whole thing is going to look ridiculous. If you look at it from this angle, it's fine. Just don't look at it from down there. Oh, God, I nearly ran off the edge there. Yeah, I definitely need to put walls in. Ugh. Right. Looks so dumb. But I kind of like it. What I'll probably do would just be on the outer sides. I'll either try and bring just walls down, or I'll bring, like, you know, the larger blocks just down on the outmost ones just to kind of hide everything underneath and make it look like it's actually got some support. Because when the space elevator goes on top of that, it's gonna look so weird. Where's my limestone? Is that down here yet? Jeez, that's taking its time. It's got a very long way to go. It's unsurprising. Fuel is still doing okay. We could probably do with another biofuel run eventually. But for now, it's not too bad. I'm going to cannibalize a lot of this stuff now that I think all of this production is shut down. I have a feeling I'm going to be rebuilding all of this all over again. Now that I've rigged up the other iron mine. I don't really feel a reason why I shouldn't try and optimize things as best I can already, you know, straight away. Because it's just going to be good practice going into the future and getting the rest of this base all set up. So, even though this has only just gone down, all of this is already moving. Be ready for a lot of that in this series. I mean, I might try to do a decent amount of that, like, kind of off-camera or something, if I go on a... I don't know. Depends on if you guys want to see that or not, you know. We'll see. This lot will I'm probably going to be doing the next episode straight after this one. So, yeah. I'll probably be rearranging all of the iron while we're waiting for concrete to be built. Because we need concrete for the space elevator anyway, so we've got to wait for it to be done. We've got to wait for that supply to come in. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more work to do. But I think I'm going to have to wrap this episode up here. Unfortunately, not a lot got done, not anywhere near as much as I would like. But next episode, we'll be making a start on reorganizing all of this stuff. We'll really tidy the place up and start optimizing things a little bit better. We'll organize some proper plate production and figure out the ratios of things that we want to go about making. And then we can always just expand further from there and going forward. While we're waiting for all this concrete production to be done, and hopefully next episode we might be able to build the space elevator and start progressing from there. But for now, I'm going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. I can beat up Sauron with Sauron. Oh, that's magnificent.